What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy LMD with LMD Trading, and we are knocking stuff over here. Back at it again today with another daily trade review. As you see the thumbnail, we are red on KALA. KALA went over 250% today. Right now, I'm looking at it. It is up 233%. This thing is still moving pretty good because it's bouncing all over the place. Market is closed. Took a trade on this pre-market. Didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. Took a small loss on it. Small loss. So red on that bad boy, but we were not red on the day. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Decent green day, up 53.63. Still trading out of the cash account. I don't see myself trading out of my margin account anytime soon. So if you look at it as a $10 risk day, we were up 5R on the day. Not bad. Not bad. So let's go ahead. Let's jump straight on into ThinkorSwim. And let's get these trades reviewed. As always, I like to start with the SPY. And we see, I'm going to come up here to the 5-minute upper left. We see that the SPY opened and made a nice move, like it was going to try to break previous high of day and possibly go higher. No. This thing rejected and it just tanked and tanked and tanked some more. Tried to catch a little support right here, pushed it back up previous low of day, and nope. Collapse. Ended up closing the day out down $376 is where it closed at. Let's see, what is the SPY down today? 1.22%. So not very big in the grand scheme of things, but 1% nonetheless. We did take a option play on this. I'm going to go ahead and get that one out the way right now. Took a put on the SPY. So let's come on over here, look at it. We'll see where we were getting in on the chart and see where we were getting in on the actual option chart. So bought 2 puts, paid $41 a piece. I need to change this on my layout. 41 cents each, getting in right there. Looking at the option chart, I love that. That's a nice clean entry as it's breaking this area. Ended up getting out of both of those. I didn't really scale out. Got out of both of them at 45. So small trade, basically making 1R. Grabbed 2 of them because of the delta. That's why I bought 2 of them. But decent little trade. Let's come over and look at if you look at the 1-minute chart, lower left, where the line going down is at, white line going down, you will see that was right there. That is a very good entry. Let's see where we got out. Boom. Got out right there in that candle. And this had a decent bit of room to go lower. Where did this contract finish at? This contract finished the day at $87. So we held these to the end of the day. They expire tomorrow. So unless we just knew that this was totally in our favor, a good trend, pretty risky to try to hold that to the end of the day, but solid trade nonetheless. See, that was a fairly later in the afternoon trade, 122, what time we got in that one. But that was our SPY trade. Let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at KALA, what y'all came to see, because that was on the thumbnail. Let's go over here. Let's blow that one up. Let me come over here to pre-market and blow this one up. And man, this here was what I thought was a fairly well thought out trade. And the stock showed that it was the stock to be watching today. But pre-market, this thing made a nice move up. It broke this area, and then it just kind of held it. And I was like, if this can hold this area, should be a good trade. Ended up getting in. It only filled four of my shares at 632. So right there, it fills 4. And then I finally get filled on the last 46 because I was getting 50 shares. Finally fills me at 634 for the remaining 46. I gave this a lot of room. That's why you see I only grab 50 shares. So usually I'll grab 100 shares risking $10. I grabbed 50 shares. I'm going to risk that same $10. So now I'm giving this a 20-cent stop. That stop was right there where the red broken line is at. That's where my stop was at. So this makes this nice move up. We're in at we'll call it 634 that we're in. This goes 660, basically 30 cents. So that move right there gave us 1 R. Came back down, set a lower high. Now I'm getting kind of concerned. Comes back down, another lower high, and then whammo. Breaks below my stop, but this is pre-market. I don't have brackets in the system, so I would have had to manually get out of the trade. Before I could do that, it leaves this nice bottoming tail. Nice bottoming tail. Comes back, sets another lower high. So I get out at 617. I'm like, it's leaving lower highs. Didn't hold this area. It's coming back down. It's going to stop me out. And then I'm going to lose on the trade. Nope. Bottoms out right there. Makes this nice move back up. Again, it does not reclaim this high. So if I was still in the trade, I would have been wanting to get out right here. Still hadn't reached market open. Kind of just chops around, chops around, chops around. Here comes market open. Nice move up. Look at what this thing does. Flushes down to $6 on the number. Lower that candle, $6. You know what that candle is called? A shakeout candle. That is a shakeout camera or shakeout candle for what is in store. Look at what this thing did today. Look at what this thing did. Remember, I was in at like 630. Come up to the 5-minute and look at it. This thing went to $17 today, y'all. This thing went to $17 on several halts up. We getting stopped out way over there. Why? Why? We could have put the stop down there. What's the low of that candle? 560. That's the low of that breakout candle. And look at what that thing did. And let's keep on going. We'll see what it's doing pre-market. After hours. It's curling back up. It's curling back up. So this was definitely the stock to be watching today. Just wasn't in it at the right time. Was not in it at the right time. And I could drop a line right there. Let me see. How do I put a line? Let's just go over here. Do how I know how to do it. Drop a line right there. Look at that. Look at that. What's the range on that candle? That candle's $1.30. Even if you want to take $1.30 right there, putting the stop back down there, this thing went $8 in 20 minutes. That's crazy. And we are red on the stock. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to go ahead. I am going to review OTLY. This was another stock that we traded. This was a penny stock. And I caught this one late. Caught this one very late. Saw it on the break of previous high of day scanner. Let me look where I got in on this one. 155. So got in, had this line, dropped this line right here. I'm like, okay, I'll take a stab at this one. 5 cents stop. It's had a 5-cent stop on it. So let's see. We're getting in at 155. Stop is at 150. Way too much room. Way too much room. Stop is way down there. Evan asked me in the channel, in the Discord, what you get at, like a 2-cent stop? Nah, 2 cent would have been 2 cent would have been a good stop. 2 cent would have been right there. Actually, nah, 2 cent would have even been a little tighter, like right there. That would have been good. This does make a nice move. So I get out at 560. So I'm up 5 cents. On a 2 cent stop, that would have been up 2R. No harm, no foul. Kind of comes up, sets this high, rolls back over, end up stopping out. Made basically 1R based on what the risk was. Made $8 on this trade. Made $8. And that's one of the good things about what I'm doing right now, using small size. Trading out of my cash account. Not sure when I will trade out of my margin account anytime soon. So this just kind of gives me like little fillers. I get used to this, but definitely could have given this a tighter stop. I could have put that stop like right around here. Give it a little room off of there. So not 1 cent, but give it 2 cents. Give it 2 cents. But decent trade nonetheless. And let's go ahead and take a peek at the one that made us money today. Netflix. Now this one, shake my head. This one I just held conviction on. I held conviction on. I didn't have a stop in the system. Go ahead, flog me, do what you want to do. But I had conviction that this thing was coming back down. I had conviction. So let's go ahead. Let's highlight, see where we're getting at. Actually, I'm going to come over here and do it so that it lines up with that candle. So we're getting in on that candle. I'm getting in as it is rejecting. As it is rejecting previous low of day. Comes down. Buyer step in strong. Push it back up. You see I've dropped this line on the chart. Pushed it back down. So now it's setting a higher low. And I'm like, okay, I might be in trouble now. But when I got in this trade, I was like, I'm going to see this back up to here. And if this holds, I'm out of the trade. I'm out of the trade. It's going back higher. Look at what it does. Comes up, it tests it, rolls over, it fails, comes down. We'll keep on going. And I like that this kind of correlates with that because I can actually use this chart here to kind of see where I'm getting out at. So I get out on that candle, had 3 contracts, got out of the first 2 right there. Basically making $10 per contract. Then I get out of the last contract as it kind of pulls back up. Now I'm only making $6 on that contract. Is that right? No. On that contract, because I did scale in one more contract, I make 26 on that one. End up making a total of $45 on these 3 contracts. But look at what I left on the table. Look at that thing of beauty. This thing set a high of $2.86. I paid $1 for those 2, and I paid $83 for that one. So on that one for $83, could have made $200. This last one, I always do this. Always say, I have the thought in my head to hold it to end of day. This one I truly could have, because this one expires on the 30th of December. So theta would not have killed me today to hold that. And we see this thing made a nice move. It actually closed out at $1.44. So closed out at $144 where it closed at. But those were our trades today. Solid, but again, need to work on that trade management. I need to work on that trade management. I say that in the Discord all the time. My entries are decent. I think my entries are decent. It's just I need to work on managing it once I'm in the trade. Netflix, I kind of managed that one on the process of if it breaks this area, the trade is done, but I didn't manage it to scale out and get the profits that I needed to. So we're going to continue to work on that. We're going to continue to work on it. But it was a good green day. Hope y'all enjoyed the recap. If so, please go ahead and give your boy a like. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Hopefully some of y'all out there got some of that KALA trade today. That one there could have made you some good money on just a handful of shares. That could have made some good money. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get up out of this thing, and we will be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.